Okay, sir.
So MBR disk and the GPT disk. Okay, so there are two different type of disk. Okay, in case of your server, one is your MBR and one is your GPT. Now, how to convert from one to another? Okay. The difference is this one is used this one standard bias partition table and one is used this one unified extensible firmware interfaces. Now the step of conversion is backup or move the data on the basic MBR disk you want to convert into GPT. So this is best practice there before going to apply any changes to the existing infrastructure. Always you take the backup. Okay, because if it is fail in between, that means it will lose all of your data. Okay, so as a best practice, there's always go for taking the backup. So once you take the backup, what to do? If the disk contain any partition or volume, right click each of them and click delete. That means just before going for the conversion, your disk okay has to be free from all the volumes and the data. Okay. Once you find this blank disk, then only you can go for the conversion. Okay. Now right click the MBR disk that you want to change into GPT disk. Okay. And then click convert to GPT. Only this disk. Okay. First of all, you will confirm all the prerequisite. Then you just convert it from one to the other. Okay.
Yes, sir.
In the same way, the same procedure which is reverse in case of your GPT to the MBR disk. Okay. Okay, I am giving
Yes, sir.
one task. Please collect some information regarding MBR disk and the GPT disk. Okay, if a disk is configured with MBR, then what are the different advantages? These are the advantages you will achieve, and what is in case of your GPT disk? Okay, can you do it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I repeat, you have to collect some information regarding MBR and the GPT disk. Okay, and what are the advantages, disadvantages, and different operation that can be performed on these two type of disk. Okay, make one consolidated report and submit it as your first assignment.
Okay, sir.
Okay, yeah. And for your information, I'm telling one thing that all these notes and all, I will now share you everything, anything. Okay. Now the question is that from where you will collect it. So in that case, you have to regularly follow your editive portal. Okay. In editive
Okay, sir.
portal, I have already uploaded all the notes. Okay. So for your reference, I will show you what are the different things you will find in your editive portal. Okay. Just hold on. I'm just showing you. You have to go to repository. Okay. Then you will find Classnote repository. Okay. The same thing is you will find in the report. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This portal is different from faculty to the student. Okay. In student portal, if you want to see the note, then you have to go to the report. Then in the report you have to select your all the credentials like badge, then paper and all. Then when you click on the
Mm-hmm.
general report, you will find all the different things. Okay. So what are the different things
Yes, sir.
you will find? See, I'll show you. See, these all are you things. Okay. Administration of server. Okay,
Yes, sir.
Sarujan. Yeah, this is you things. This is visible, na?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So you will find see all these notes. So I'll shift to the first class. In the first class, we have made one consolidated discussion regarding Windows Server or any server operating system.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Yes, sir.
where you find all these things? See from there, in actually in this screen, whatever subject I am taking is displayed all. Okay. From this your things is started. Okay. Now if you click on
Mm-hmm.
this button, you will find See all these different nodes. Okay, so I'm very carefully selecting all these nodes for you. Okay, so please go and refer to these things, very concise and all. See there, Windows Server 2016 is a Microsoft product. Only this much is required in the introduction. Okay, this is the main node. Then you will find a
Mhm.
additional node. Okay, if you go and click
Okay,
over
sir.
there, you go and click over there. Just give me a moment. I will show you. See, this is the additional node. Okay, so I think this much
Mhm.
of nodes is sufficient for you. You no need to go for additional any other nodes. Okay,
Okay,
so
sir.
you'll find everything
Mhm.
there. So from there you make one folder where you copy all the download and paste all the nodes. Okay, in examination purpose you have to
Okay,
do
sir.
it from there. Okay, so along with this, I am put there. So you will find some research link. Okay, if you want to go for extensive study, then you have to find from there. Okay, and lastly, reference material and the video link, YouTube video link. Okay, if you click on this link, you will find this one. Okay, I'll show you what you will find. Okay, just give me a moment. Paste it. Actually, you need a what a consistent internet connection. Then you will find everything there. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, you'll find there. Huh?
Okay.
Okay, later you please check it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Sanpan, are you following it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in this way you will find everything in the portal. Okay, so please use to visit the portal regularly, then you will find all the notes and all. Okay, I will not share anything in a written or a dictation. Okay, you will find this. Is it okay? Is it okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, then we will continue with our class. Yeah, so it is okay. Now we'll go with the virtual hard disk. Okay, now what is virtual hard disk? Okay,
Yes, sir.
PhD. See, hard disk all we know. Okay, where our all the data are stored permanently. This is called the disk. Okay, why it is hard? Because this is made up of our hardware. Okay, that's why it is hard disk or many different analogy you can do it. No problem. Okay, that is one. So virtual hard disk is what? This is a hard disk which is derived from the physical one. Okay, but this is not a
Okay, sir.
physical, this is the logical one. That's why it's called the virtual. Virtual hard
Mhm.
disk are virtual hard disk files. Okay, these all are the files that once mounted appear on and operate, okay, pretty much identically to the physical hardware. That means by
Mhm.
partitioning your hard disk, suppose you have altogether 3 or 4 different divisions. Okay, and each division consists of say 70 GB of space. Now you have configured one virtual hard disk where from the 70 GB of space available in say E drive, you are deriving, okay, say 30 GB to make one virtual hard disk. Okay, now it is just showing that you have one additional disk with 30 GB of size. Okay, this one, and
Mhm.
this, the working of this disk is exactly similar to that of your physical hard disk. Okay, they are most
Yes, sir.
commonly used with Hyper-V virtual machine. Okay, as we are done with our Microsoft, that's why they are giving the Hyper-V. But in case of pre-hypervisors, if you take anything, okay, ESXi, then Oracle VirtualBox, Workstation, all are working the same. When a VHD has been attached, it appears blue. Okay, it's a normal convention. That means if the disk is detached, its icon is gray. Okay, this one, suppose
Okay.
you have one disk. What is meant by attachment and the detachment? Okay, now if you jack in this in your hard disk, this is called attached. Okay, and if you jack out, this is called what, a detached. So first of all, it
Mhm.
is shown as blue in case of attachment, and it is showing gray in case of the detachment. Okay,
Okay, sir.
this one. Now we'll see the steps to create the virtual hard disk. Okay. What to do on the action menu? Okay, where it is there in the device manager. Okay, last class I have shown you where is the device manager. Okay, if you want, then you can go for DEVICE device manager.
Mhm.
In the device manager control panel, you will find your option called the action. Okay, just hold on, let it be loaded. बहुत टाइम लगाता है यार, PC इतना स्लो स्लो है ना, lots of important things is there, that's why this one too much. Achha, it is this one. Okay, see, here you will find the action. Okay, in the action, all the things are is not appeared actually. Okay, here you will find this one, create virtual hard disk. Okay, later on you please try. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I will not waste time here. Please have a look. It's just now see the
Mm.
steps, and all these things you will find in the portal. Okay, don't worry, you will find everything,
Yes, sir.
every steps and notes in the portal. To create a VHD, on the action menu in device manager, select create VHD, that means virtual hard disk. In the create
Mhm.
and attach virtual hard disk dialog box, specify both the location on the physical computer where you want the VHD file to be stored. Okay, I've given the example
Mm.
of, say, in the E drive you want to put your created VHD file. Okay, this one. That means
Yes, sir.
this much of space is taken from the physical hard disk. Okay, this one. And size of the VHD, it's up to you, 10 GB, 20 GB. In general, whenever you go for deploying any virtual machine on Oracle VirtualBox infrastructure, 20 GB is allocated as the first disk. Okay, but it's up to you how much memory you want to allocate, whether 20, 30, 10, it's totally up to you. Okay, but whenever you go for Windows 16 type of server, then if you consider allow at least 30 to 40 GB of memory you should take, because this operating system is a very heavy operating system. Okay, so in
Mhm.
virtual disk format, select dynamically expanding or fixed. Okay, that means suppose you are taking a size of 40 GB. Now later on, if some more space is required or not required, also dynamically expansion and the shrinking is happening, right? But if you make it fixed, then this much of memory at one go, it will allocate for forever. Okay, this one, and click on OK.
Yes.
So these all are the some settings mandatorily you have to confirm. Okay, so I will show you these steps in Oracle VirtualBox, how to create the virtual hard disk. Okay, give me a moment, I'll show you.
Yes, sir.
the thing is that my PC is very much slower because of the applications. Lots of applications are installed. रिफ्रेश आने के लिए कितना टाइम लग रहा है ना? और बाकी का तो छोड़
Yes,
दो.
sir.
I have to take one new PC with minimum 30 GB of RAM. 10 it will go.
Yes, sir.
See, this is the screen of our Oracle virtual box. Okay, suppose now we are going to create one virtual hard disk. Okay, so now you see the steps very carefully how to make it. So in this dashboard, first of all, you have to click on new. When you
New.
click on new, I have shown you these steps, huh? How to create this one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please click on new. Click and wait. This one. Just give any name there. Suppose I'm go for Windows. WINDOWS. Windows 2016. Okay, automatically all these things are selected. See, by default,
Yes, sir.
this is there in the C drive, but this is
Yes, sir.
not a hard disk. Okay, now see how much RAM. Okay, this much of RAM is enough. Next. Okay, now see hard disk. Create virtual machine hard disk. Okay, see here, if you wish you can add virtual hard disk to the new machine. Okay, that means now it will give you the option. Recommended size of the hard disk is 50 GB because we are selecting the server operating system 2016
Yes, sir.
right, this one. Now it's up to you what type of disk. Create a virtual disk now. Click on, if you click on create, then it will be created. Okay, so I will not going to create it. Please have to click on this create, then this much of
Okay.
amount is allocated for you as an virtual hard disk. Okay, this is how you are going to create. Okay, the same process you can done in case of your VMware workstation Pro also. Okay, I have it. Let me see where I have kept it. Workstation Pro. Okay, maybe in another computer I have installed it. Okay, no problem. So I'll continue with this one. So in this way you have to create a virtual hard disk. Yeah. Now after creating, you have to attach it. That means you are buying the hard disk from the vendor. Okay. Now you have to plug in for the purpose. So what to do to make a virtual hard disk available for use? Either one you have just created another existing hard disk. So just let it be, no problem. Okay, what to do on action menu? Select attached VHD. Okay, specify the location on the VHD using the fully qualified path. Okay, so you will find all the different things. When you click on attach, it will ask for the selecting the path. By clicking on the browse, you have to just go and click on this, then fully qualified class path will be displayed in the then you have to click on OK. It will be selected. Okay, to detach,
Okay, sir.
yeah, to detach is what to do. Right click on the disk, select detach VHD. Okay, nothing to be varied, all are based on the wizard. Okay, once you open the GUI, then you will find automatically all the things what to do next. Just read the message and accordingly click yes, no, back, next, etc. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this one, this is how we are going to create the virtual hard disk. Next, we go
Okay,
for
sir.
managing the volumes. Okay, what is been a volume? Volume we have discussed in the last class that when one new hard disk, whether it may be the virtual or the physical one, when a hard disk is connected or attached to the system, okay, this is come as a blank. So what to do? Just before using it, we have to make it initialize, then we have to make it format, then we have to create some valid partition. Okay, and this procedure is called what? The creation of the volumes.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
a basic disk is a physical disk that contain primary partition, extended partition, and the logical partition. This is important. These are the three common partitions are available in all the disks: primary, extended, and the logical. Partition and logical drive on these basic disks are known as basic volume. Okay, you can add more space to the existing primary partitions and logical drive by extending them into adjacent contiguous unallocated space on the same disk. Okay, so I will show you this much. We'll go to disk management. Disk management. Okay, uh, management. Disk management. Where is there? Okay, disk management. It will show all the disk. So in your case there are three different volumes: one, two, three. Okay, or a partition. Suppose now C drive have 123 GB of spaces. Okay, now suppose if you are going to install something there, now you want to extend it. So what to do? Right click, extend volume. Okay, when you extend volume, it will ask you how much space you want from the neighboring volumes. Okay, just you have to click on OK, then this is going to be added to your volume. Now it is 123. Now if you are again add 17 GB more, then it will showing as what a 140 GB. Likewise, you can go for the sync also. Okay, this much of task is there then. Okay,
Okay, sir.
you can add more space, okay, to the existing primary partition and logical drives by extending them to adjacent. Okay, adjacent means this one. E is the adjacent to C, or this much. C is adjacent to E as well as F. Okay, to extend the basic volume, it must be formatted as NTFS. Okay, so there are two different type of file system in Windows. One is FAT32 and one is with what the NTFS. Okay, now to uh, go for this type of task, always you have to partition your system using the NTFS only. Otherwise, it will not work. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Next one is sense drive letter. So this is not so much stuff you can do. Okay. Right click and sense drive letter. Okay.
Mhm.
See where it is, sense drive letter. Okay. I'm quite happy with C driver. No need to sense it. Right? It's
Yes, sir.
okay. So if you want to sense,
Yes.
click on C. Yeah, what I've done. Yeah. So be careful, okay? That's why I'm suggesting whenever you do any experiment, please do it on your virtual environment, okay? So that your physical
Okay.
architecture is remain intact. Okay, so
Mhm.
the thing is that if you have to experiment on it, then automatically you will know all the different tasks. Okay, so these things,
Mhm.
these steps are defined there. Extend basic volume. So these steps already I have shown you now how to make it. Just right click over there, extend volume.
Mhm.
This management, right click on the basic volume you want to extend, click extend volume, follow the
Yes, sir.
on-screen instruction. Okay, read the instruction and do
Mhm.
whatever they are asking. Then in the same way, shrink. Right click, go on shrink. Okay, now I don't want to shrink it. So let it be. Okay, so I'll go to the storage
Okay, sir.
space. Just before go to the storage space, let me know if you have any doubt
Mhm.
regarding all the different things. Okay,
Okay, sir.
please recall all of your previous concepts and all. And I give you 2 3 minutes of time. Okay, and let me know if you have any doubt.
Yes, sir. Hello, sir. I cannot hear you, sir.
Okay, Sanban. Have any doubt?
Okay, sir.
Any doubt?
No, sir.
So we continue. Okay, now we'll go for learning one new technology. This is storage space. Okay, have a look there. Storage space is a technology in Windows and Windows Server that can help protect your data from drive failure. Okay, now what is it? Storage space. That means suppose it is just like a duplicating or a mirroring. Okay, whenever you do some task, if you configure the storage space, that means whenever you do something in one drive, then automatically the same thing is copied or mirrored in another drive, just like a the RAID technology. Okay, so that all your data are remain okay safe. See, to create a storage space, what to do? First, create one or more storage pool. Okay, from the storage pool, create one or more virtual disk. That means whatever you are doing, all these things are accorded to the virtual disk. Okay, during the
Okay,
creation
sir.
of the virtual disk through the file and storage service user interface, you can configure the resiliency type. Okay, we'll discuss in the next slide. Okay, so these are steps. What to do? First of all, create one or more storage pool. Then create one or more virtual disks. This is called what the storage spaces. Then create one or more volume. Okay, let's see the instruction. Okay. Uh, to accomplish the first task, okay, what to do in the server manager? Okay, so for this purpose, actually, you need the server to be installed. Okay, let me check if I can show you this demonstration in the net. Okay, just give me a moment. I will collect you and I'll show you. So I'm pasting this link in the chat box. Please go through it, and if you have doubt, we will discuss in the next class. Okay, it let
Okay, sir.
wait for some time. This all these images will be displayed, right? Only you have to follow those steps, then automatically it will be done. Okay, please note down the
Okay, sir.
URL. Okay, so they are coming one by one. Huh? This one. Okay, please go through it.
Yes,
It
sir.
is not so tough. You can manage it. Okay, no problem. Again, if you have doubt, then we'll discuss in the next class. No? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Have you seen this link? Now, for the time being, please make a copy paste this link, and later on you will explore. Okay.
Okay, done, sir.
Yeah. Good. Data deduplication. This is not required. Again, actually, these all are the practical steps. Now, without installing it, so you will not able to understand it. Okay, once you install this Windows 16, then I'll show you all the steps. Why? Actually, to perform all these things, you need that server manager. Okay, from on top of the server manager, you have to configure all these different advanced tasks. Okay, so this much is for your first unit. Okay, some SAQ is there. So I am organizing one quiz on 24th of this month. You please attend this quiz so that you will get some idea what type of question may ask in the examination. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I will give you the links and all
Yes, sir.
regarding this one. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so what to do? You will go with the new chapter today, or we'll stop here. Okay,
So
Sanban.
we can do it.
Yeah, yeah, good, good. Mm. Okay, I am giving you some question. Please submit it along with the first question. Okay, only this.
Okay, sir.
Okay, this question is enough. So
Sir,
please
should I do it like on pen and paper
uh,
or?
uh, make it in pen and paper. Okay, then
Mm,
make the images or the PDF and to submit.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Where should I submit, sir?
I will give you the Google Drive link. No problem.
Okay, sir.
It is a brief the Nano server list the procedure of installation of Nano server. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So this is the end of the chapter 1 or the unit 1. Today we'll go for the next unit. Ten minutes is left now. We'll continue. Deploy and managing the Windows container. Okay, as we have discussed in the last class, that containerization is the most useful and very sophisticated technology for software deployment. Okay, so all the concept of container already we have discussed. Like this, whenever you are going to put one piece of software from one platform to the another platform, sometimes it is not running. Okay, because of the dependencies. Okay, container provide them the bundle whatever tools and libraries is required. Okay, when one software is ported from one platform to the another platform. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
see, uh, okay, we'll come to the this part later on. First, this one. See, container are a means of rapidly deploying virtualized isolated operating system environment. Okay, not the operating system. You can say that this is an instant or spent copy of your operating system. Okay, for application deployment and the execution. That means to deploy or to run one application in an environment, whatever dependencies is required, all these dependencies are come along with the container. Okay, ideal platform for application deployment and software testing. Okay, that means if you want to develop one software in Windows and test it for the Linux, then container is the best suited option for you. Okay, next one
Okay,
is
sir.
the container environment is completely separated from the host and from other containers using namespace isolation and resource governance. So these are the two different mechanisms by the help of which one container remain okay untouched or the isolated from the another one. Okay, see container. If
Okay.
you go for most one, this a container standard or a unit of software that packages up code and all its dependencies. These things I am telling you again and again. Okay, software that packages up code and all its dependencies so that application run quickly and readily from one computing environment to the another. Environment means whether from Windows to the Linux, from Linux to the Mac,
Yes.
something like this. Okay, now one more thing you have to know whenever you using the concept of containerization, then Docker come along with. Okay, now container will be workable with without the help of the Docker. Okay, this one. This is a tool designed to make it easier to create, deploy, and run application by using container. Okay, containers allows a developer to package up the application with all the parts it needed. Okay, such as libraries and the dependencies, and ship it all out as one package by the help of Docker. Okay, now
Okay, sir.
if you see the image, then it will be clear. Okay, let me show you the
Mm-hmm.
image of the Docker and all. Docker. See, from the diagram you will come to know what is Docker. Ah, diagram is very good na, blue wheel
Yes, sir.
ना, ब्लू व्हील पूरा दुनिया को कितना टेंशन दिया था ना कुछ कुछ साल पहले. Okay,
Yes,
blue
sir.
whale. You see these all are the containers. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, all these containers are shipped from one place to another with the help of this Docker. Okay, and this blue whale is nothing but a Docker. Okay, yeah, that means you are putting all these packages, okay, along with the software and the dependencies from one platform to the another platform with the help of this Docker. Okay, now from this diagram, I think your concept is clear. Okay, and this is the internet. See, in the internet, see, you are moving from one part to the another part. Okay, yeah. Now you can see what are there. This one, see, container 1, container 2, container 3. This is Debian based Java Tomcat. Okay, Ubuntu base SQL and PHP. Alpine base. Next one is the static binary. All these things are ported from. Suppose we are going to one. Suppose the Mac type of PCs. Now it will take all this container to here, so that in Mac your software will run efficiently. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. This means. So okay, we'll discuss these two concepts and we'll stop for today. Okay, one is
Yes, sir.
namespace isolation. What is meant by namespace isolation? It means that each container only has access to the resources that are available to it. Okay, suppose you have two brother and your father has decided that car 1 will be used by Sunburn and car 2 is used by, say, anyone, XYZ. Okay, that means